In the world of Greek mythology, there are many fascinating and terrifying creatures that have captured the imagination of people for centuries. Among these creatures are the infamous Scylla and Charybdis, two monsters that are known for their deadly nature and their ability to wreak havoc on unsuspecting sailors. But despite their fearsome reputation, there is one question that has puzzled scholars and enthusiasts of Greek mythology for years: are Scylla and Charybdis girls? To answer this question, we must first look at the descriptions of these two monsters in the original Greek myths. According to the ancient texts, Scylla is described as a female monster with 6 heads on long necks, who has the ability to eat 6 sailors at once. On the other hand, Charybdis is also described as a female monster, who has the ability to suck up and spit out surrounding water. These descriptions clearly indicate that both Scylla and Charybdis are indeed portrayed as female creatures in Greek mythology. The gender of these two monsters has been a topic of debate among scholars and enthusiasts of Greek mythology for many years. Some argue that the gender of these creatures is not important, and that they should be seen as simply mythical beings with no specific gender. However, others argue that the gender of these monsters is significant, as it reflects the ancient Greek society's views on femininity and the role of women. One interpretation of the gender of Scylla and Charybdis is that they are both symbolic of the dangers and temptations that sailors face while at sea. In this interpretation, Scylla and Charybdis represent the dual threats of being eaten by a monster or being swallowed by the sea itself. The fact that both of these monsters are portrayed as female could be seen as a reflection of the ancient Greek belief that women were often associated with danger and temptation. Another interpretation is that the gender of Scylla and Charybdis is a reflection of the ancient Greek society's views on femininity and the role of women. In ancient Greece, women were often seen as being dangerous and unpredictable, and were often portrayed as temptresses who could lead men astray. In this interpretation, the fact that Scylla and Charybdis are both female monsters could be seen as a reflection of these societal views. There is also the argument that the gender of these monsters is simply a reflection of the ancient Greek belief in the duality of nature. In this interpretation, Scylla and Charybdis are seen as representing the opposing forces of destruction and creation, with Scylla representing the destructive force and Charybdis representing the creative force. The fact that both of these monsters are portrayed as female could be seen as a reflection of the ancient Greek belief in the interconnectedness of all things, and the idea that destruction and creation are inherently linked. In conclusion, the gender of Scylla and Charybdis is a topic that has been debated among scholars and enthusiasts of Greek mythology for many years. While some argue that the gender of these monsters is not important, others see it as a reflection of ancient Greek society's views on femininity and the role of women. Regardless of the interpretation, it is clear that Scylla and Charybdis are both portrayed as female monsters in the original Greek myths, and their gender is an intriguing aspect of their portrayal in ancient mythology.